Welcome to this video on Norfolk Terriers. This is our new little Norfolk, and his official name is 10 Terra Blackjack, and he's like 7 months old and just had a haircut a week ago. And it's because of getting his grooming done a week ago, I wanted to share with you how a real pro groomer does a Norfolk Terrier. And the purpose of this video is not to turn you into a groomer, but it's kind of like a peek under the tent to show you how a real pro does the entire job. So I'm happy you're here, and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of video clips that we shot last week just to kind of have for our own use, and I wanted to share those with you because I think if you're a Norfolk owner, you might find this very interesting. So sit back and watch a real pro. All right. I'll be back later at the end and talk a little bit about some of the tools that these groomers use to make these Norfolks look great. See you after a while.
Like I'm like see how my thumb? This is what they call roll. Stop. This is what they call rolling the coat. If you take your thumb and you kind of roll your fingers like that to there, and then
so this part all has to go.
That all has to come out. All of that. So you can just, his coat's real easy to take out. That's a good thing. It is helpful sometimes on some of the dogs. This thing for your table. One end goes around for their neck and the other one is for the butt because it stretches out back further. Okay, let's see how that looks. Is that looking good? Okay, now don't comb that hair up. This one, you just want the hair to go down. And that's going to get the rest of the big thick stuff out that's closer to his skin. And he's got a lot of undercoat under there, so that's a lot of it that's coming out with it. Is that thick undercoat?
I just wasn't.
But
I wasn't sure how aggressive to be before coming here.
This top coat is blended to this bottom half. So
do you just keep this like his natural?
Yeah, we're going to keep that right now because it needs to be scissored. And I'll, after. Now, when you come down towards his shoulders, go back towards his elbow a little bit. So you want to go back a little bit. I know, honey. He says, "What is now?" I don't know what'll happen when he gets his adult coat, but. Okay, stand up. Okay, still has a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna say if I were doing it at home, I would be tempted to go like back in.
Yeah, you got to go. Yeah, this all needs to come out some more. So, because we want it to be down here in between. That, and so you see, we keep more fur down here than you would keep up there. So, if you want to scissor it, then you can go up the leg. I kind of got a picture in my mind of where to scissor
because you've used the
because I use the comb. Right. So you see, I've got like a line from here to here, and then you can put his leg back down, and you can see how I've got a nice little straight line there. And if you want, I mean, you can, we're going to do his feet, but you can do this in the back, and then see how it looks. Make sure that when you comb this down. And then if he had hair here, what we would do is be blending this into his foot. This hair that's kind of sticking up. So, okay, now he might not like it right because it's pulling from the inside. I'm pushing that hair from the inside over to the edge. So, he doesn't have a lot of hair here, so it's easy right now. Hold still, buddy. This still is not... How this is now becoming even with his side of his body right here. That's flat now. There's nothing really sticking up that's in the way. Cool. So, get a little bit more up here. I don't like that. Come here. Now I'm going to comb this one this way. So right, like if you want. Okay, hold still, buddy. He wants to get the tongue. Okay, and what you want to do is hold his tail up and see how much hair is pushed forward by being in front of his tail. And if he's got a low tail set, then what you do is blend this into his skirt. So watch your line from here to here, and you see all that stuff that's sticking up before you get to the line, and then you'll drag it down like that. And you see, I'm tilting it like flat, so that I'm dragging flat like that. There's a lump there. Hold still, buddy. I'm holding his fur under his table. Okay, so look, check and see. There's his elbow. So we want his skirt. So just a little bit more right up in here to come. So if it doesn't, just pull it. I think he needs some more of this taken off. Stop. I know they hate their butt. Okay, stand up. Okay, they look pretty even. I mean, you want hair on his legs.
Yeah.
Because you can see that they all have hair. So you kind of comb it, and you can see, come over here, and you can see this big wad of hair over here.
Yeah.
See all this? We don't need that. So all that you want to have come off. And we're going to pull down, and that's going to come out too. Bring it out so that you do have a little bit of a chest. You see how his neck is clean, but he has a nice chest with hair that kind of goes down.
So
And that's going to roll, that's going to all roll into the bottom, okay, to the bottom skirt.
So it would be.
It should be coming out pretty easy. And just pull down towards his chest. Now, make sure you're getting a picture in your mind of what you're, because you don't want to pull out too much hair right in here. You want to go with the natural flow of the hair. You don't want to ever kind of push it the other direction.
That's right.
Okay, so let's take it together and kind of rolling it through to get this white fuzz out. Oh, still. Or if you want to try this, you can use this. This is that fine one, the really fine one. And I'm going down on his ear like that. Yeah, and I am like putting it right against his skin and pulling down on it, and like just sort of like raking his ear. Kind of, I guess, the best terminology for it, like raking the ear. Okay. And then when you get near the edges, like this, you're going to actually have to start pinching, like you wanted to pluck. When you get near the edges, that's where you're going to start plucking. See, like that, and then I'm pinching it and pulling it. Same with the top. They don't like it up here in this part, but and then you can go use the tip. If it's easier to turn it with just the tip, it depends on how it's easier for you to do it. There you go. Isn't that fun? It's so cool when you get it off. Some dogs will I usually try to do the ears without this noose on. If they'll hold still for me, it's the edge. Like that. And get the edges clean. It's a Welsh Terrier. So we don't want him to look like that. So all of this, what I do is I lift the lips. Now, not everybody probably does it this way, but I lift the lips and so that I don't cut any of this top beard off. And then I take, and see I'm pulling these little edges off. Now he needs a little bit more hair right in here. So I think you are pulling a little bit too much there. But we have to make it even on both sides. So if we lost hair on the other side, we have to make it shorter on this side too. Stop. Buddy, cut it out. Underneath there. And okay, so this is layered pretty good. I think he did layer it a little bit. He's got all these. eye stuff here. The ears, when they fall to the corner of the eye. So here's the corner of the eye, and that's where his ear falls. So that's where you want to think about where his beard would start, is right here. Take it like that. See, I can see how much I'm taking off, and I just tip it like that. Just the very little tip. Because his toenails are real short anyway, but I'm just evening them out now, and make sure that this one's curling a little bit. You all right? Okay. Make sure you get some. If you don't have any, you got to get some Steptic powder. So I'm combing it up, and I'm just gonna take it. See, I'm just taking a little bit and cut.
About 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah, stop. It depends on I look at the toe and look at where it hits the stop, and look where it hits. This one's pretty short, so I'm just gonna take a little bit off. Stop off of the tip.
Okay.
And you can kind of see where the edge. You see, it depends on how they're walking. See how close these are good. They're short.
Yes.
Okay, this one's fairly short. It's shorter than the other, so he's walking a little more on this side than he is on that side. But I'm just taking the tips. As long as you tip him, he's probably good. And just that very little tip. If you get him, see that one's pretty worn down, so that's a good one. That's kind of got a little edge. I'm just taking a teeny bit off. See that little point? Just take that little point off. Not much. Yeah, it's probably 1/8, like you said. And hold still. Hold still. And about 1/8 on that one. What?
I was going to ask, she would have pulled the claw out of that other little...
Oh, yeah, we take them out when they're 3 days old.
Hi, okay, you've now seen a lot of grooming tips and how it's done by Robin Snyder. Let me tell you a little bit, since we're talking about Norfolks, about the Norfolk Terrier Club. This is a club that Nan Anderson suggested I join. I applied for membership. It requires you to have 2 current members recommend you, and the club has a number of periodicals and publications they sent me all about Norfolks, and this is one from 2009. They sent me another one from 2015. My wife really appreciated this one. This is the Norfolk Terrier Club, and it's grooming tips. It's a whole bunch. It's a neat brochure, and it's got a lot of information on how you might go about grooming. So if you take this video and you use this a booklet as a guide, it'll get you on the path of learning how to be a pro at doing this. And here's a brochure they sent on one of their events. This is the one from Pennsylvania. I guess there's a one big show every fall in Pennsylvania. This is a booklet on the standards. Whoops. On the standards of the Norfolk. And again, this is called the Norfolk Terrier Club. If you go and Google this, there's only one, and I believe it started officially in 2009. So that's a little bit about the Norfolk Terrier Club. About the tools, here is a picture of a grooming stand that I guess is considered essential, and my wife picked this up at one of the dog shows. I think you can find this if you go online and then you simply Google groomers tools. My wife was telling me that there's a place called groomersmall.com, and if you just if you go online, you should be able to find numerous sources, or go to a big dog show and you'll find places that are selling the grooming tables, and you can pick out one that is right for you. For the actual tools, there seems to be a variety of tools you can use, and everyone, it sounds like the groomers have different ones that they favor. Again, I'm going to show you some pictures of the ones that my wife is using, and you can see that in the still. that I'm showing you now. And you can also, again, go to groomersmall.com. When we were with Robin Snyder last week, she really recommended these tools with the blue handles, and they're again available on the internet. I forget the exact manufacturer, but if you again go to like groomersmall.com, or go to stripping tools, and do a Google search, they will come up. I believe they're made by a company called, the ones with the blue handles are a company named Greyhound, and so you might find them there. And again, the purpose of the video here is not to turn you into a professional groomer. It's just to give you a peek under a tent so you can see how a real pro does it. Okay, that's the end of our story. I hope you've enjoyed it. We love the Norfolk Terrier breed. We've met some great people via Norfolks. We have the highest regard for Deborah Pritchard in Northern Virginia. She's a great breeder. We think Nan Anderson is terrific in Kentucky, and she has a wonderful reputation. We think our new 10 Terra Jack is super, and we think Robin Snyder does a great job as a groomer. And it's just possible that we may meet at some dog show, and you can tell me, hey, I saw that dopey video you put together, and that maybe gave you some inspiration to carry on. Have a great holiday season, and we'll see you down the path.